Well, hello there. Today we're going to be talking about finding the equation of a line tangent to a curve at a point by using a function's derivative. We're able to do this thanks to the definition of derivative. It is defined as the slope of the tangent line to a curve at a given point. So we consider the fact that if we find the derivative of a function at a point, we're going to have the slope of the tangent line as well as a point on the tangent line. Well, that just sounds like using point-slope form to find the equation of a line. And that leads us to the equation you see here on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. L of x is equal to f of a plus f prime of a times x minus a. It's essentially the point-slope formula solved for y, where y is the same as L of x, y1 is the same as f of a, and m is the same as f prime of a. It takes just a little bit of mental gymnastics, but there you go. And so you find yourself f of a, you find yourself f prime of a, you plug them into the L of x formula you see here, and you have yourself a tangent line equation. So let's take a look at a couple different examples to see how this plays out in a variety of situations. In our first example here, we're given a table of values of f and f prime at specific values for x. And we are also asked to find the equation of the line tangent to the curve at x equals 3. So what that means is that in our L of x situation up top here, a is going to be equal to 3. So we're interested in finding f of 3 and f prime of 3. Now, it may confuse some people. We don't have an actual equation to plug into, so how the heck are we supposed to find f of 3 and f prime of 3 if we got nothing to work with? Well, I'm here to tell you don't worry about it. The table has everything we need. We don't actually have to do any work. So we'll write out the formula again. It's good practice here. L of x is going to be equal to, in this case, f of 3 plus f prime of 3 times x minus 3. So where are we going to get those values? Well, f of 3 asks us to find the y value when x is equal to 3. So I'll just look in my table here. I look at where x is equal to 3 and my y value is 11. So f of 3 is 11. Similarly, for f prime, I'm going to look in the table here. I see that under x equals 3, f prime is negative 2. So we put that there, and then minus 3. And tell you what, most of the time, you ain't even going to have to simplify this. You can just leave it the way it is. L of x is equal to 11 plus negative 2 times x minus 3. Let's move on. Our next example is a little bit more routine. We actually have an equation that we can plug into here. G of x is equal to 3 halves x squared minus x plus 3. And we are asked to find the tangent line at x equals 2. So to start this off, we're going to find ourselves g of 2, then we're going to find g prime, then we're going to find g prime of 2, then we're going to plug into L of x. This time you can follow your intuition. You have an equation to plug into, so we're just going to replace x with 2 in g of x and do the calculations out. So we get 3 halves, 2 squared is equal to 4, and then we can drop the parentheses here and just have minus 2 plus 3. 4 divided by 2 is 2, times 3 is 6, then we have minus 2 plus 3. 6 minus 2 is 4, plus 3 gives us 7 for g of 2. We also need to find g prime of 2, so obviously to start that off, we're going to need to find g prime. We're going to start with 3 halves x squared. The derivative of 3 halves x squared is going to be 3x, multiply 3 halves times 2, reduce the power by 1, and the derivative of negative x is negative 1 like we have there. Now to get g prime of 2, we're going to replace x with 2 in g prime, and of course evaluate. 3 times 2 is 6, take away 1, that's going to give us g prime of 2 is equal to 5. And now we put these two pieces of information together. G of 2, g prime of 2, we replace in L of x. So this is going to give us L of x is equal to 7 plus 5 times x minus our a value of 2. Bingo! So, easy peasy. Once you have yourself the L of x equation, then you know that you're always hunting for two pieces of information. Your function at the desired value for x, and the value of the derivative at that same value for x. You replace those for f of a, or f prime of a, or whatever it is that you have in your equation for your function, and then that's going to give you the equation for the tangent line directly. If you're given an equation, you're going to have to find the derivative through your normal analytical means, whether it's the power rule, the product quotient chain rule, some of your non-polynomial derivative rules, whatever it is, you got to do it the normal way. It shouldn't be too hard. If you're given a table, though, count yourself lucky because the table is going to have all the information you need. You're not going to have to actually do any work. You just substitute into the formula. And that should be everything you need to know, folks. So, as usual, make sure that you're practicing with this, and before too long, I can almost guarantee you're going to be an expert. Alrighty, I don't want to overstay my welcome, so adios.